Hey everybody, Dr. Alex here from High Performance Life, and welcome to another installment of the High Performance Kitchen. Today we're going to be making some delicious Spanish rice using the broth that we made a few days ago. I see a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people around the web who prepare food ahead of time. They make a lot of white rice to go with their food. And honestly, white rice is fine, but it gets boring. I don't want to be eating the same boring rice day after day. So I'm going to show you how to make some really delicious, interesting Spanish rice that you can use instead, and it goes well with any meat. The way we're going to be making it, we got 1 cup of white rice. It's basmati rice. Basmati rice I think is the most flavorful, and also, interestingly enough, has a lower glycemic index than white rice. Now when you prepare it, doesn't really matter, but it's just something that's interesting that you should keep in mind when selecting rice to make in the future. We got a 2-to-1 ratio of liquids to rice, so since we got 1 cup of rice, we're going to be using salsa and broth as the liquid. So we got 1 1/4 cups broth, and we got 3/4 cups paste picante sauce. Paste is delicious. You can get it at any Target. I think it's some of the best salsa out there, except for homemade, of course, but paste is delicious. Before we get to the rice, we're going to saute up some onions with some of this non-GMO canola oil. A little bit of oil, a little bit of onions, and then we're going to fry the rice up just a little bit until it turns bright white and slightly brown. Then we're going to put in the liquids, simmer it for 15 minutes, and it should be good to go. Why don't you head over here? I'm going to get a skillet warmed up and start sauteing these onions, so I'll see you in a second. Alright, welcome back. I decided to use butter instead of oil to saute the onions, so let's get started. Alright, this is good Kerrygold grass-fed butter, and I'm using about like 1½ tablespoons here. Now, you want to make sure it doesn't get too hot, because otherwise it'll burn, so you might want to take it off the heat a little bit just to modulate the temperature. Alright. So you want to saute the onions until they become translucent. I'm going to put a pinch of salt. The broth has some salt in it already, so I'm not going to salt it that much. We'll get these going for a minute. Alright, so right when the onions start looking like they're turning clear, we're going to put the rice in. So we got a cup of rice, and it's all been rinsed off. Let's mix this together and get this rice browning a little bit. Now remember, it's going to turn bright white first, and then it'll start browning a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more butter here. Alright, as you can see, some of the rice is starting to brown, so it's not going to be much longer until we put the liquids in. Alright, as you can see, the rice has taken on a bit of brown coloring, so let's put the liquids in. And then we're going to bring it to a boil and then simmer it for 10-15 minutes. We're going to turn it on high just to get it boiling quick. Mix all this up. Alright, so as you can see, it's come to a boil. Now I'm going to put the lid on it, put the heat on low just to simmer, and you know the rule of thumb is you don't want to lift up the lid until you know for sure the rice is done, otherwise you're going to let the precious steam escape. However, I'm going to check it. This is the first time I made it in a long time, so I'm going to check it after about 10 minutes and then see where we are. So I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Alright, welcome back. It's been about 15 minutes. Now let's check where we are. I checked it a couple minutes ago, and it looked good, except it was still a little bit, there's still a little bit of liquid in here, so now it looks perfect. Actually, it may have been 1 minute too long, but this will be fine. This will be really good. I'm going to put the heat off. So just rule of thumb, 15 minutes. 15 minutes is how long it took, and this looks outstanding. It smells outstanding. Now let's see how it tastes. That's the best Spanish rice I've ever had. It's really good. Can't wait to eat that tonight for dinner. So that's it for now. Dr. Alex signing off. Thanks again for joining me on this edition of the High Performance Kitchen. I can't wait to bring you more great cooking shows, more other content which I have planned coming up. Just to make sure you don't miss anything, please like and subscribe. It would really help me out a lot. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye. All right, so check it out. It's beautiful. There's no green on it. It's just perfectly cooked yolk. Brilliant. Little salt, little pepper, outstanding snack. Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be good stuff, man. Chicken, there's nothing more simple and more good than chicken stock. You remember all the times back to your grandma, maybe your